Hello class, good day. So sorry again for the slow uploads of our online discussion. I repeat that the reason was all my videos got corrupted, so I'm starting from scratch again. It's not just the general chemistry subjects but all of my subjects. So galagas ko sa aton nga mga lessons kapit na sa ibang mga subject. So I already upload the chapter 1 pero subay ko na lang sila i-announce inyo when I upload this video also. And then following would be quiz. I think I will upload the quiz around Sunday, so mahatagan ka mo time. So sa ato na next topic, okay, liwaton ko ha. I remind you that sa atong midterm, usually theoretical to. So subong, we will now be discussing laban ng solving. So although may solvings man to sa aton nga midterm, but dili more na siya sa solving which regards sa aton yung mga elements. So our next topic would be formula weights, molecular weights, and your moles. Okay, so ang moles na discuss nato sang ligad. Naglabot. Oh, wait, naglabot. Okay, so what is formula weight? Okay, formula weight is the atomic weight on which are based on relative masses. The formula weight of your sodium hydroxide or NaOH rounded off to the nearest 0.1 AMU. It is your atomic mass unit. Is found as follows. Okay, for your numbers of your atoms, they are stated in this kind. You have your Na, your sodium as 1. You have hydrogen 1, kag oxygen nga isa. Therefore, ang mass of their one atom is 23.0 AMU. Okay, ang imo nga hydrogen would be 1, then 16 ang imo nga oxygen. Okay, mass due to your element. Ibig sabihin, combine mo na ang imo nga mass and also ang imo nga element. You have 23 for AMU, 23 AMU of your sodium, 1 AMU of your hydrogen, and 16 AMU for your oxygen. Therefore, yung mga formula way is 40 AMU. So, the formula way of your NaOH, ha? Okay, the formula way is the total way of your compound or kung ano man na siya nga element mo lang sa isa. Okay, so if isa lang sa therefore it's formula way of your sodium lang. The formula way of your sodium is only 23 AMU. Doon mo lang na. Okay, that simple as that. For the formula way of what certain compound na indicate that, okay, it is the total of kung ano man ka or kung ano man kadamo ang imo nga or ang imo nga element sa certain nga compound. Okay, the term formula way is correctly used to either ionic or molecular substances. When we refer especially to molecular or non-ionic substance, that is substance that exists as discrete molecules, we often use the term your molecular weights. Okay, so ang molecular weight kag ang mga formula way, okay, ang ila distinct nga difference is formula way ginagamit sa mga ionic and molecular substances. Pero if it is molecular or your non-ionic na substance, you use the term nga molecular weight. Okay, so for the calculation of your formula way or molecular way of your acetic acid or your vinegar, okay, ang iyang formula ari day. Okay, ang formula sa mga acetic acid or your vinegar is CH3COOH. Okay, using the rounded values of your atomic weight given in the international table of atomic inside sa France aton nga book na di. Okay, we add the atomic weights of the elements of formula each multiplied by the number of each time. Ibig sabihin, tanawon nyo you have your carbon, isa, dua. Therefore, you have 2. Okay, so 2 times C, you have 2 there. Kaya mo ng unit, kung pila sa bilog. Then, for your hydrogen, you have 3 and 1, so 4. Then, 4 man na di butang. You have your 2 nga oxygen, 2. So, ang iyang mass of your one atom. Okay, so dili ka mabase mo nga periodic table. You have 12 for your carbon, you have 1 oxygen, and 16. Okay, so 8 times mo lang kung pila ding imo unit. So, you have 2 units here, times 12, it is 24 AMU for your carbon. Next, for your hydrogen naman class, you have 4 times 1 is 4 AMU. Then, for your oxygen, it is 2 times 16, therefore it is 32 2. Mo man na kasimple para makuha mo lang ang mass, total mass of each element. Then i-add mo lang ang imo nga collected data nga dire. Okay, hindi ka na din magbutang 60.0 AMU off. Okay, hindi na. Dili ka magbutang sa unahan na lang. Formula way of your formula way or molecular way of your acetic acid or your vinegar. Ibig sabihin kung ano imo ding formula or compound formula dili di dapat sa umpisa. Okay, this is only for AMU na or for the unit for your formula weight. Okay? Next. Okay, moles na nito niya. Okay, check ang moles na din. Okay, next topic would be 1 mole of some common molecular substance. You have your in every substance common lang na you have your oxygen, water, methane, sugar, or your sucrose. Okay, for your molecular weight of your oxygen, okay, the oxygen molecular weight is 32. Diba? Dito sa babaw, diba 16? Okay? One atom of your oxygen is 16. Pero but if you're saying about nga oxygen na gidya as a stable nga compound, okay? Kaya ito nga oxygen is diatomic, ibig sabihin need ya pares or dapat in 2 siya perme to make it stable. Therefore, you will also i-times 2 mo lang na ang iyang ang iyang atomic mass unit. Therefore, it has 32. Okay? A sample mass of your oxygen is 32 grams oxygen. Okay? Therefore, pwede ka kukuha sa imong converting factor. You have in every 32 grams of your O2, you have 1 mole of your O2 molecules. Or in every 32 grams of your O2, you have your 6.02, or this is your Avogadro's number, times 10 raised to moles O2, or 2 times 6 0.02 times 10 raised to 23 O atoms. Okay? Gets nyo class dapat ma-times 2 ka di Y. Okay? This is only for O2. Okay? If duha ka O, or if you want to get solved lang gid if you are given with an O2, then you will ask for O lang gid nga atom, this is the unit factor that you will be using padanay. Gets? Okay, or na sa kilid. May or na. Okay, you have your water. Water is 18. Okay, paano nag-18 sir ang water, sir? Okay, your water is H2O. Okay? So, duha ka hydrogen. Okay? E, di ba yung mga oxygen is 16? Okay. Di ba sa mga AMU, sa mga hydrogen, you have 1. Therefore, for your oxygen, you have 16. Okay? Kaya di ba duha kayo mga 2? Because if your H2O, your water is H2O, therefore, 2 AMU. Then, 16 AMU. Therefore, it is 18 AMU. Therefore, it is the atomic mass unit of your water. Therefore, yung sample mass would be 18.0 grams H2O. Okay, then pwede ako sa imong conversion factor. Next is your methane. Your methane is CH4. Okay, ang imong C is 12 AMU. Then you have your hydrogen nga 4, which is 4 AMU. Dixon ko na lang, which is 16. That's why ang imong molecular weight 16. Okay? So, medyo malawig-lawig na process, but same man lang gihapon niya nga principle. You will have 12 nga carbon. Okay? In your carbon, kada isa ka carbon is 12 AMU. So, 12 times 12, amo na sa. Then, for your hydrogen, you have 22 pieces, then times 1 AMU. Then for your oxygen, you have 11 atoms, then times 16. Muna nakasimple, multiply mo lang sila, then i-add mo lang ang ilang answer. That is your molecular weight. Then, ang molecular weight will also be your sample nga mass. Okay, or yung mass. Okay? 1 mole of your sodium hydroxide is 40 grams of your NaH, and 1 mole of your acetic acid is 60 grams of CH3COOH. 1 mole of molecular substance contains 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 molecule of that substance, as table illustrated. Because no sample molecular or Na molecules exist at ordinary temperature, it is inappropriate to refer that to molecular weight. An ACl is an ionic compound. 1 mole of your ionic compound contains 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 formula units of the substance. Recall that all formula unit of sodium chloride consists of 1 sodium ions, Na plus, and 1 chloride ion. Okay, your Cl minus or your chloride, okay, then 1 mole or 58.4 grams of your NaCl contains 6.02. Okay, do masapos na wag explain ko din kita di ba? Naari gali sa dalam stable. Kiwat mo kayo man. Okay, the formula way of your sodium and your chloride. Okay, ibig sabihin ba anon mo anay? Okay ko di gali sa ano. Hindi mo kita. Sodium. Okay. Okay, sa sodium mo, you have 23. And if I remember correctly, I think the chloride was 35-ish. So, same lang gihapon if you're Na, Cl. Kuhaon mo lang AMU. So now I don't have my periodic table. So, hindi ko gid ni maano sa inyo. Ma-explain gid may hindi ko ma-proofread kung pila ang iyang Cl. Try ko na master center. Ay, makita hindi gali. Wait. Okay, so continuation. If for our sodium chloride compound naman yung class. Okay, as you can see sa ating periodic table, the atomic mass unit of your sodium is 22.99. Then for your chlorine naman, okay, which is the number 17 on yung periodic table, which is 35.453. Okay. So, tigli sa example niya sa table, so simply add both atomic mass unit of both elements. You have 20, round off na lang ta ang imong sodium, which is 22.9 into 23. Then sa imong chloride naman, chloride, yes, chloride. Chloride naman yung class, it is 35.4. Maskin dapat naging 35.5 na di para santo na lang ta sa atong na table nga gina-represented. We'll just use the 35.4 na lang. Okay? So, ang iya dayon nga sample mass of sa aton nga atomic mass sa mga sample of the mass of your 1 mole is 58.4 grams of your NaCl. So, same yapon, kung saan derive niyo mga factor using your Avogadro's number. Okay, so kada ions. Okay, so kada ions o kada elemental or ions nila. Okay, so pwede ka separate. Next is your calcium chloride. Okay, so yung chloride yapon, use lang 35. Then for your calcium, the weight of your calcium is 40.076. Therefore, calcium chloride. Okay, what happens here is that ang imo nga ions sa mga calcium is 2. Diba? 2 plus niya charge. Then, sa mga chloride, it is negative, or 1 negative. 1 negative. So, magiging 2 ni mga chloride, then 1 ng mga calcium. Therefore, you only have 1 calcium and 2 chloride. Therefore, times 2 mo, therefore, you have 70. So, may mga calcium, 74.1. Then, chloride mo. Okay, so, roughly, around 111 ang imo nga formula way sa imo nga calcium chloride. Next is the sample. Same gihapon. Change mo lang, butangan mo lang iya unit, grams, and calcium chloride. Then, it can contain separate of ano sa kada element. Class na nawa class, if you are looking for calcium lang gid, for your chloride lang gid nga isa, chlorine. Chlorine kay isa lang sa. So, you will use this nga formula which is 2 times the Avogadro's number, then calcium chloride na element. Okay, next is your aluminum sulfate. For your aluminum sulfate naman na class, yapon tan-on nyo ang iya nga element. You have your Al, dua ka aluminum. Then, for your sulfate naman yung class, tatlo. Okay, so, same yapon ka on yung individual ligid. So, what happened here is you have 3 nga sulfur. Then, you have oxygen nga 12. Because 3 times 4 is 12. Then, you have aluminum. The atomic mass unit of your aluminum is 26.98. 26. Okay, so amo na class ang imo nga formula way, then iya nga sample, then ang iya nga containment or iya nga unod. Okay, so same lang gihapon if you're only looking sa lang nga for the aluminum only. Okay, so 2 or 2 moles of your aluminum ion. Next is the masses of your moles. Okay, so this problem here will show how you will get the mass in grams sa imo nga molecules using the kung ginatagan ka lang sang moles ang imo nga certain compound or your element. For example, if you are given with 10 million SO2 molecules, how many grams gid na kuno in mass? Yeah. Okay, so the plan is 1 mole of your SO2 contains the Avogadro's number of your SO2 molecule and has a mass of 64.1 grams. Okay, din nanggalin ang 64.1 grams. Okay, so that is the formula way of your sulfur and oxygen combined. Okay, so we check that for your sulfur. Your sulfur is 32.066. 32.066. Then, duwa mo ka oxygen is roughly around 16 plus 16. So, 32. Kung dili kita mag-base ka sa ano yan, oxygen is 15.99. Yun, round off na lang. So, 64. Then, round off na lang yung so, tenths. Therefore, you have 64.1 grams. Dira, naghalin ang 64.1 grams. Okay, wala na sa magically nagtuhaw lang. Okay, so that is the molecular weight of your SO2. Next is to find the grams. Okay, you are already given with your Avogadro's number, yung mga molecular weight. Simply, you use it as your conversion factor. Okay, so, ibubuta mo lang yung mga given, which is the 10 million. So, 10 million is written as 10.0 times 10 raised to 6 SO2 molecules times. Okay, ang sa dalog ng iya class, always if you're going to cancel out the molecules, therefore, ang imo nga Avogadro's number man ang imo sa dalog to cancel out the unit, leaving you the grams of your SO2, which is ang iya nga molecular weight. So, simply multiply the value ara sa babaw, then divide ang value nga ara sa dalom. Therefore, the grams of your SO2 is 1.06 times 10 raised to negative 15 grams of your SO2. Okay, so amo lang na ka simply. So, usually, dili ka mo magsala kapin na magbaliskad ni. Okay, so makita niyo mangyapon kay hindi ka mo cancel out sa inyong molecules. Then, always remember, if ginapapangitaan ka mo sang grams, kag ginahatag lang sa inyo is molecules lang, okay, it's your obligation to find the molecular weight of the certain na compound. Okay, hapos man lang mangita sang iya nga molecular weight. Simply identify what is the component of that compound. Then, you look sa inyo nga periodic table, which will be sending it to you man, kung pila ang iya nga atomic weight. And also, para at least general kita tanan, okay, let's keep it na lang if you're using sa nga ating periodic table, we will keep it into whole numbers. Ibig sabihin, i-round off nyo. For example, you have your oxygen nga 15.99. So, round it into whole number. So, ang iya nga next number is this 9 after isang decimal point. Therefore, magiging 16 na lang siya. So, we will be keep using whole number lang kapina sa inyo nga mga solvings para same lang tanan. Next is moles. Okay, example for your moles. Okay, how many moles of your O2? Okay, next question, O2 molecules. Okay, then C, O atoms are contained in 40 grams of oxygen gas or dioxygen at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, we construct that needed factor from the following quantities. First is ang mass ng imong 1 mole of your O2 is 32 grams. Next is ang molar mass ng imong O2. Okay, ang molar mass yan lang is simply say maghihapon. Ito mo lang sa grams per mole. Okay, molar mass. Okay, it's a combination of its mass and its 1 mole nga sa dalom. Next is 1 mole of your O2 contains 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 O2 molecules. Next is 1 O2 molecule contains 2 mole atom. So, ano mo ba ito di? Ito lang kita. Okay, continuing sa ating lesson. Okay, for your 1 mole of your O2 contains the 6.0 times 10 raised to 23 O2 molecules and its mass is 32 grams. So, anong given sa atin ganyan sa question? You have your 40 grams of your oxygen. So, to solve for its molar class, you will be using your unit factors ang imong molar mass. Okay, that in every 1 mole of your O2, you will have 32.0 grams of your 32.0 grams of your O2. Okay? So, sa imong unit factor, ang grams of O2 ara sa dalom para ma-cancel out ang grams of oxygen nga ara sa babaw, leaving you the unit that you're looking for, which is your mole of your O2. So, simply multiply 40 times 1, then divide it to 32. Then, your answer is 1.25 mole of your O2. Next, for your letter B naman yung class, okay, you're asked for O2 molecules. Tanawan yung class the difference between O2 molecules and the mole nga unit. Okay, so you are given the same gihapon, 40 grams of your O2 times the Avogadro's number, then O2 molecules over the atomic mass unit sang imong oxygen, which is your 32 grams. Okay. So, 40 times the Avogadro's number, which is 6.02 times 10 raised to 23. Okay, O2 molecules divided by 32. Then you will have the answer of 7.52 times 10 raised to 23 molecules. Okay, so understood the name nga molecules na siya sang imong O2. Or, pwede mo man gamito ng isa nga number. You are already given with the mole of 40 grams of your O2. Therefore, you can use this as your another given nga answer. Okay, so if you will be using the mole, you have 1.25. Okay, i-times mo lang siya gihapon sa Avogadro's number, but i-divide mo siya sa 1 mole of O2. Okay, di ba? You have a unit factor sa imong Avogadro's number that is equal mo lang sa 1 mole of that certain element or compound. Okay, so simply multiply 1.25 sa 6.022 times 10 raised to 23, you will have the answer of 7.52 times 10 raised to 23 O2 molecules. Next is ang atoms. Okay, so pamatik di kay do usually diri kita ga lasa or ga sala. Okay, if you're still given with the 40 grams of your O2, what happened next is you will be using gyapon diri nga part sa O or sa molecule nga part naman. Because you need to cancel out the grams of your O2 and the grams of your O2, leaving you with your O2 molecules. Klase naman yung klasa. You have your O2 molecules. If you are given with your O2 molecules, your class, okay, in every O2, in every one O2 molecules, you have two oxygen nga atoms. Tinagalin ang 2 nga ni. Okay, signifies man kung pinakabilog ng oxygen na nga kasama ng certain nga element or certain nga compound. So therefore, O2 molecules with O2 molecules at the low cancel out, leaving you with the unit that you're looking for, which is your O atoms. Okay? So simply multiply 40 times 6.0 times 10 raised to 23, then i-divide mo lang times 2 pa. Then i-divide mo siya sa 32. Then that would be your final answer, which is your 1.5 times 10 raised to 24 O atoms. So same gihapon dire which regards sa number of atoms. Pares dili na sa oxygen lang atoms, but you are looking for calculate the number of hydrogen atoms in 39.6 grams of your ammonium sulfate. Okay, 1 mole of your NH4O NH42SO4 is the Avogadro's number, and ang iyang mass, ang total mass is 132.1. Okay, so paano ubrahon ang amoni or paano kwaon ang iyang number of your atoms? Okay, same gyapon tulo ka na do grams of your NH4 i-convert mo into mole. Okay, mole nga amoni or either ammonia molecule or sa dili nga way. Pero dili ginagamit sa yung mole. Next is the formula units. Okay, so you need to identify kung ano ilang mga ilang kung ano kadamo ang ara sa certain nga compound. Okay, then dira mo makuha ang iyang H atom. So you have here your solution. Okay, simply input what is given, which is your 39.6 grams of your NH4 to SO4. Then, the 1 mole in every ang iyang mass, which is 132.1 grams. Okay, so makansel lahat ng grams, leaving you with your 1 mole of your NH4 to SO4 or ammonium sulfate. Then, para makancel out yun yung mole ya class, diba? You have your mole man dire. In every 1 mole, you have your Avogadro's number of that certain element or compound. Therefore, 1 mole over 1 mole, dula. Leaving you formula unit. So, what is formula units? Anong pagka-different sa old molecules? Okay, so, wala gid man, but sa formula units, you will see kung pila ka bilog gid ang ara dira. Okay, so same lang gyapon makita mo gyapon ganing iyang nga digits or subscript para mabalaan mo kung pila mo i-multiply. You have here NH4 2. Therefore, kung i-multiply mo ning 2 sa sulod, you will have 8 nga oxygen atom. Therefore, in every 1 formula unit of your ammonium sulfate, ya class, you have 8 hydrogen nga atom. So, cancel out ni. So, paano mag-solve ni? Simply multiply 39.6 times 8, then divide it by 132.1 grams. So, next is composition. Okay. So, percent composition would be discussed sa Sunday na lang para hindi ka madamuan pa sa atong topic. So Sunday we'll finish this module. Then last nga ihatag namon sa inyo would be the laboratory apparatuses. Sa mo to gani way kita ka-discuss the lab apparatus and lab management and also lab rules. So That would be all, and thank you.